Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of our educational series, Halo Survivor, Assignment Spot.
Not joining us today are Gilliam and Blue. They're checking the thing at the center of the island for chances of catastrophic meltdown or something ridiculous like that. So today, you're stuck with us.
Prepare for the remarkable goodness of Silly Learn!
Turn around, Sage. Turn around.
Ignoring the fact that that was not a sentence, today our topic is... wait, what was it? Something on success in society? Oh, God, let the misinformation begin.
Not so fast, Mr. Negative. The actual subject for today is modern ideas of success as modeled through video games. Or in other words, an interesting topic.
Why? Just because there's the words video and game in it?
What's your point?
I like the game where you play.
So do I, for all you know. So keeping on the topic at hand, let's begin.
Right. Video games have evolved in all sorts of ways over the years, taking on different traits and elements from the real world. But one of the most interesting additions of that sort was that of the theme of real success.
Video games have always had some form of succeeding within them, but it wasn't until the late 90s that the success began mirroring what ideas of success in the real world were. This mirroring could be cryptic and done through symbolism, or be blunt and right out there poised to bite you.
I hope it does not... I do not have all of my shots yet.
There are a variety of games exhibiting this sort of mirroring. All of them did it in both different and similar ways. Some of these games truly stood out only when you thought enough about it. Cue the green screen, Sage.
Pickle-colored flat thing coming up.
One of the first huge uses of real-world success to plot a game came out in the classic Grand Theft Auto series. In Grand Theft Auto Vice City, players immersed themselves into a sandbox style of play where the primary objectives were stealing cars and killing anything that moved. The game did, unknown to most simple-minded players, have a storyline. To be blunt, the plot was about obtaining large amounts of money through becoming a drug lord and using that money to buy material items, such as nice cars and cool houses. This is a pretty good mock-up of what real success was considered in society at the time. Nice material items and lots of money.
As the Grand Theft Auto series expanded, so did these sorts of success-themed abilities within the games. In the next installment, GTA San Andreas, players were not only able to do the original stuff, like buy houses and cars, but new levels of customization came into play to mimic even more old success ideals. Cars you got could be taken to garages and fully customized with outrageous flame jobs, superpowered nitro engines, hydraulic whatever they called them, and those stupid shiny wheels that always spun. On a different level, players were able to buff up their character as well. When they ran around a lot, the character got stronger. You could even see him change from a skinny weak guy to a big ripped scary guy. Players could eventually run faster, hit harder, and leap tall buildings in a single bound. This level of customization builds heavily onto the already crippling weight of the "you need to be this guy to be cool" attitude.
The next game, Grand Theft Auto 4, which was actually Grand Theft Auto, 3, Vice City, San Andreas, 6, it was 6. Anyway, Grand Theft Auto 4, 6, whatever, lost some of the heavy customization things in favor of a perfect story involving the #1 rated success theme of all time by our experts, the American Dream. The main character in 46 thing was an immigrant from the Europes that wanted a new start to his poor, pointless, pathetic life. So he arrived and beat up Russians, stole people from jail, robbed a bank with some Irish people, and killed more important guys somewhere. You know, successful stuff. On top of all of that, there were side missions people could play, just like in the other games. One big side thing that was possible, in San Andreas as well, was to get a girlfriend, and eventually have sex with said girlfriend. That was, and still is, a big sign of success in society.
Now, we could go on talking about the other 276 subsequent games in the Grand Theft Auto series, but we don't have that much time left, and we have a few more old games to cover.
I'm Grand Thefting your autos!
Why do I feel like he's actually going to trash that thing?
Because...
I didn't do that.
that's why.
So anyway, as we mentioned before, there were many other games that had the success themes going on too. It wasn't all just about stealing cars and finding creative ways to run them into things. No, there were games that mirrored some useful stuff too.
Shall we?
Green us! Success wasn't just shown through games as a plot point, it could also have been an actual goal you finished through the game. And a great example of this was the classic original game for the Nintendo Wii, Wii Sports. A testament to the innovative mechanics of the Wii Sports modeled its gameplay off of the real motions used for the 5 sports available. Players had to actually carry out the real motions of the activities. They were playing a video game and yet actually exercising at the same time. And I hear that for the boxing thing, that meant a lot. This was a good success theme in the game since it related back to the health and fitness craze of the 2000s. By combining popular video game elements and making them beneficial, more people could become fit and thusly more socially acceptable, and therefore successful.
Success didn't just come from the body-related games, it also came from the mind, too. The classic Nintendo DS game, Brain Age, train your brain in just a few minutes every day or else the floating head will be sad, was based on a neuroscientist's studies showing that simple educational activities could stimulate the brain, causing it to perform better. It was meant to train your brain, as Wii Sports was made to train your body. The game featured brief, rapid-fire questions involving words and numbers in order to cause your brain to work better. This related back to the need to be intelligent to be successful, and not just a spastic idiot.
Spastical idiot? That sounds familiar.
What a surprise.
Geez, it sounds like Nintendo is training their customers to become a race of super people or something.
Yeah, now that you mention it, Microsoft was turning people into whiny, rude, violent little jerks, and Nintendo spent its time training people to be smarter and stronger. Interesting.
People with too much Nintendo must have been very good at opening jars and doing the dishes.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, there are hundreds more games that we can relate back to views of success or whatever, but I think we're out of time.
Did we stay on topic?
Yeah, we did?
That's pretty shocking.
I can fix it. I can fix it 9 times.
Nothing. No video game, no training session could ever make him successful.
Now, what are you talking about? He hurts himself better than anyone I've ever seen.
There's no giving up now!
Success wasn't just thrown? Hey Alex! Success wasn't just thrown! Wanted to start his new, poor, pointless, pathetic line. So... oh, jeez.
Pickle-colored plastic.
I'm not giving you a sock to chew on and I'm recording this. So anyway, as we mentioned before, I don't know, this one can go after the credits.